my God, if you guys can hear on the podcast, there's so many packages. It's amazing. Yo, what's going on, everybody? It is 1 p.m. here in Crystal Lake, Illinois. It means time for another live stream. Today is Thursday, June 27th, 2024. I've been gone for half a week, and a lot of packages came in, guys. There's so many packages, and I even moved some of them because I realized some of them were under embargo still. So we'll try to get through as many as we can today, while also talking about the track trials, because I just got back from Eugene, I don't know, like a day and a half ago. I'm still exhausted, but I had a lot of fun. Hold on, let me check. Are my settings okay here? Camera, audio. Yeah, okay. I think everyone can hear me, right? Everyone can hear me? But yeah, there is a lot of packages here. We'll get to that. But first, let me get some of these out of it. But first, let's say hi to everyone listening on the audio-only version on the podcast. I hope you guys are having a good run out there today. It's nice and balmy here in Crystal Lake. Temperatures were perfect for running. It actually reminded me a lot of the temperatures that we had while we were in Eugene. Some days were really hot. Some days were really nice and brisk during the day. Man, I don't know what is going on in this room right now. Everything is all crooked and weird, slanted. Anyway, I'm getting back into the swing of things. And everyone else watching this later but not live, welcome to the unboxiest running live stream that there is on the internet. I don't think that there's a running podcast that does more unboxings than this channel. You're in the right spot if you want to see new stuff. And hopefully for all the people that sent these products, and for any brand that might want to send more products, if something's under embargo, just write it with magic marker on the outside or a Sharpie, or put a note on the inside and let me know. Because sometimes people send me stuff without letting me know it's coming, and then I don't know if it's under embargo. But okay, enough of that. Let's see who we got here in the chat. Adrian Russell says, hi all the way from South Africa. Love the channel. Thank you so much, Adrian. Good to see you. It's winter for you guys right now, isn't it? Yeah. Lala P says, yo, trials were insane. Still crying for Mo. Oh my God. I think so she fell down at like the 200 meter mark. So it's like the opposite end of the track from where we were. But you could hear this kind of gasp from the entire stadium when she went down. And she did try hard for the next 400 meters to try and make it up and try to get back in there. She was running. Then at 200 meters to go, she knew she wasn't going to be even close. And she jogged it in. And she still jogged it in at a 219, which is wild to think about. But it was tough. It was really tough to watch. Really, really tough to watch. Daniel Burton says, you're in a cave. Yeah, it was a cave of boxes. It was so much. The P.O. box guy was like, you got a lot of stuff while you were gone. I was like, yeah, sorry. As soon as I leave, packages start coming in. Calvin Thierry says, hi, I'll try to catch as much of the trials as I could, but admittedly, my attention was also taken up by the Euros and Copa America. Yeah, I didn't watch any of those. I was at the track the whole time. It was a lot of fun. But yeah, there was a lot of sports. A lot of people were talking about there was hockey as well. Hockey was going on, I think. So, and then now the action heats back up today. And then people will be having to juggle, some people anyway, will be juggling the trials. I mean, not this, but the trials in Western states. So there's a lot of stuff happening. It's amazing. And Travis Roney says, hey, raise your hand if you didn't get the TCS London again. I didn't get in again, but I didn't put in this time. I was one of the many people, it seems, who were not getting into the race because they did not put their name into the lottery. Although it was a record-setting year again, by a lot, again. And yeah, I didn't get in either. Sorry for anyone else that didn't get in. All right. JC said the London email said not this time. And the Mustache Runner said, did not put my name in for London this year and ran for charity last year. You know what I do appreciate? Lullaby also did not get in. I do appreciate that they made it less maniacal when they sent out the rejection letters this time. I feel like between the razzing they got last year when it was like, congratulations, you didn't get in. And the thing that happened with Nick and New York Roadrunners, I feel like they've realized like they got to be a little bit more tactful when they send these rejection letters out. And so I feel like they did a good job. I mean, of course I didn't get one, but I saw everyone else's screenshots, you know. Thomas Dang says, thoughts on Bose open ears versus shocks. The Bose open ears, those are the really expensive ones, right? I think that's what I have. They are the best open ear product I've ever tried. I still prefer an in-ear product. I'd rather have pass-through audio of an earbud, a traditional earbud, than open ears. And long-term ear health aside, maybe it is healthier for me. The main difference, because the Bose open ears are really good. There are times where I'm running on the trail and like there'll be a noise or a sound or a kind of like a voice in the distance in the music, and I'll turn around because I think someone's behind me, right? So the music fidelity, at least while I'm running, is really good, amazingly good. But I still prefer an in-ear earbud. Eventually I'll make a review about the Bose open ears. I just need to sit down and do it. Because then I can stop using them and I can go back to my regular earbuds. Because whenever it's noisy out, it drowns out the music that I'm hearing. And so if it's just music, that's fine. But when I'm listening to a conversation or an audiobook, it's kind of annoying. Like if you're running and let's say like a truck goes by, or you're running by a yard that a leaf blower is going, or if it's windy. A lot of times when it's windy, either you're going to crank it all the way up, or you're not going to hear much. So that's kind of where I feel about the open ears and shocks. The latest one that I tried, which wasn't bone conduction, but was an open ear product, I like that one too. It wasn't as good as the Bose open ears, but I think it's also much less expensive. So there's that. All right. A lot of you guys ran at at Grandma's over the weekend. I forget who said who had the first one. That said there was a lot of Kofuzi Run Club people there. So I'm excited that there were a lot of you there and that the weather was not great. But we also have here a couple of you had some PRs. All right. Wojciech Malkowicz, new marathon PR at Grandma's this past weekend of a 3:19:38. Yes, congratulations. Love that. And then and Jonathan Gard says, glad I can catch a live stream today and report a marathon PR at Grandma's of 2:43:47. Oh, wow. That is amazing. Amazingly fast. Great job. So good, guys. So good. Anyone else race over the weekend? Let's see what else. What's going on? All right, let's make sure I got everyone. Yeah, and Calvin says, shout out to Ben Johnson for getting a 2:35. He got a PR. Ben Johnson PR'd at Grandma's. That is a great place to run fast, guys. So, and we got Herman here. What's going on, dude? He says, nice PRs. Good job to you as well, Herm, getting out there. Oh, here we go. Sega Dreamcast says, Grandma's this weekend is my first and therefore a PR at 3:30. Awesome. Man, that's so good. That's so good. Lars M had a PR at the BA 10K at 50:15 and starts Berlin building. Great job. Look at that. Look at that. Woo. Awesome. Great job. Man, a lot of good PRs. A lot of great PRs. Good job, everybody. Amazing. Okay. Let's get to some of these packages and we keep talking if you guys want to. What should we open first? What is this? Oh, okay. I think, oh, you know what the first thing we got to do is? This is the other thing that I faked you guys out on accident. Came from 361. The embargo's over now, so I can show this to you guys. I mean, I already started showing it to you guys, but I can actually show you the shoe now. There's this thing. Ooh. Let me just double check. Yeah, June 17th was the embargo date. So I can show this to you guys now. Remember this? Ditch the wait for a Primo ride. It's got 361 hat. 361 is 1 degree. Oh, this is like, I think this is a car freshener. Going with the auto theme on this. And then we got, oh, some socks in here. Interesting. And then you guys know I love a koozie. Oh my goodness. 361 koozie. There's a lot of stuff in here. I think this is for polishing your car. You know what I mean? You ever see that? You ever see that when dudes, it's usually like drivers, the car's parked out somewhere and they're like buffing it with like a tiny little hand mop. You guys ever see that? I feel like this is one of those things. You could do that for that. And then an emoji pin, 361 smiley face. And also, man, there's too much stuff in here. We're not going to get through this unboxing day because of 361. We got so much stuff in here. All right, there's a tech sheet in here as well, which is nice, but I can't show you guys the tech sheets. All right, the shoe comes out July 1st. All right, it says the shoe is ideal for runners seeking ultra comfort and cushioning in a lightweight performance running shoe. Advanced supercritical foam, light, airy, smooth. I like all those words, guys. Let's take a look at this t-shirt. This shirt is dope. This shirt is amazing, guys. That's a good shirt. And look at this bag. You know what's weird about this bag, though? It's kind of giving me like giant granny panty vibes for some reason. But here's the shoe. This is the Primo. The Elios with Primo foam. It does feel a lot lighter than it looks, guys. Ooh. Oh, this feels really nice. This is kind of really cool. It's it looks like a Hyperion Max on the outside, on the outsole, kind of, right? This actually smells pretty nice. A little bit of like a carpet smell to it, but nice. I like this one. Did you guys hear that? My stomach is growling. Yeah, Luis Becerra says it's the cousin. What is it? The cousin? No, I think it's Primo as in like nice, right? Like doesn't Primo mean nice in some other languages? Right. So Frank says that's some stack. This is a lot of stack height. There is an ortholite insert in here. Stack height is 3630. So 6 millimeter drop. Going to come in at 145, July 1. And the upper is 25% recycled yarns. So there we go. It gives us a stated weight here, but we're going to weigh that ourselves soon. Should we? I think we're going to have to weigh these all at the end, or maybe we got to even weigh them another day. We'll see how we do on time. We just got so much to get through here. Yeah. Mark Peters in the spreadsheet needs a smells like column. You know, a lot of these shoes are just starting to smell the same. I think my nose is starting to go nose blind. You know what I like about this shoe? They didn't put a ton of puffy padding back here. There is a lot, but it's not like it's not crazy. It's not overboard. But yeah, it has that like super critical sound to it. It's kind of tacky and kind of not. like tacky and rubbery. All right. Do we need to get the spreadsheet out now? I feel like we should just do them real quick while I got the shoe out here. I don't know. I feel like this is slowing down the unboxings too much, but we're going to go for it. Because I don't know if I'm going to be able to find them all again later. All right, let's get the spreadsheet. Present, share screen, shoe weights. And then I got to add it. There's so many buttons. They got to figure out a faster way to get this up on the screen. All right. This is my first 361, guys. The first 361 on the sheet as well. And this is the Eleos. All right, 0 miles, right shoe, size 9, road. Oh, it's coming in lighter than what it said on the sheet. Hold on, we got to zero this thing out. Okay. Now it came in heavier. I don't know what's happening. Still lighter than what it said on the sheet. All right, I'm going to put this in here. 9.6 ounces, 272 grams. That's what it came in at. So pretty good. You know what I'm going to do is today, I'm going to do all the data sorting later. And I feel like today might be a really good day to do a data sort function. That's just not as fun for me, guys. All right, you guys want to do more shoes, or you guys want to do you want more shoes, or you want to do other stuff that I got? I don't know what you want to do. I mean, you guys were all over the board in terms of what I was going to weigh. Kevin said 8.9. Ron Tommy said 6.9. That's a big window, but yeah. All right. Martha wants more shoes. So let's get to more shoes. Okay. Let's do this one. You guys will be able to tell me if any of this stuff's under embargo. I'm not sure that's on it's under embargo or not. Adrian Russo said, any quick thoughts on Super Blast 2? Can you show your pair sneak peek? I could show you my pair. My pair is, where is it? It's upstairs. I don't have it down here with me, but I did make a reel about it already. So you guys could check it. You could check it out there. And in the description, I have many thoughts posted out there, but I really like it. And I thought that the shoe was supposed to be an upper update, and it is not an upper update. It is a very different shoe. I mean, in essence, it's still a Super Blast, but different turbo foam, different Blast Plus foam. So it's nice. I think it's definitely an improvement. All right, we got 2 New Balance shoes here. Okay. Have you guys seen, are there embargoes on the Balos or the Pacer 2? Let me check. I got to check real quick. I can't trust you guys. Balos, New Balance. Let's do a quick Google search. I see there's some on Reddit. There's stuff from Running Warehouse. Usually if I see stuff from, all right, Meta Endurance has one. Usually if I see that, I believe in the Run is the one that always gets the embargo right. So if they have something, then I know I can do it. But it doesn't look like they have yet. So I don't know if this is right. Well, for Running has got, well, they're European, so who knows? No, they don't have any pictures up yet, though. All right, Fleet Feet. Fleet Feet got pictures of it out. So it must be not under embargo, right? Yeah, Matai says RW's popping the Balos. Okay. And Shannon says nothing is ever embargoed in this year while you're fine. And Runtime says Pacer version 2 you can already order on Running Warehouse. Okay. I think I'm good. Herm says I'm fine, but don't quote him. I am going to quote Herm on it. So if I get in trouble, Herm, it's on you. All right, let's start with the pacer version. There wasn't a note, by the way. So if there were a note, and I feel like I've seen this online before too, so I don't know. This one actually is going to be really interesting for my daughter. My daughter has been racing in the Pacer version 1. She loves it. I don't know if she's going to love this bigger Pacer 2. It looks more like a marathon racing shoe now. Does not look like the slammed low track racer, basically track flat that the Pacer 1 was. But this one, incredible. I love the color work on it too. I also appreciate the visual fidelity that New Balance has put throughout the line. Makes it look like it's an actual cohesive brand, you know, not that they haven't done that before, but they're continuing to do it now. And this upper, again, it looks like a single layer mesh like last year. Nothing you don't need in this one. Glued down insole, fuel cell. Very faint. It just smells like a shirt, like a t-shirt, like a tech tee, you know. JH Lee wants to know, is that the Emily Sisson shoe? I don't know if this is what she's been. I don't know if this was what she raced in most recently, but she races in the Pacer. And she keeps saying that she runs in a regular Pacer, not some sort of modified Pacer. But I don't know. Johnny Dodgen says Pacer for the upcoming 5K. I feel like this could be a contender for sure. I did a workout yesterday in the Takumi Sen 10. Always a fun shoe too. Martha wants to know if it has a plate. It does, based on the look at it. You can see the Energy Arc plate down here. And it seems wider than it was last year. So let's see what it weighs. All right, we can start typing stuff in here. Let me know what you guys think the weight's going to be on this thing. New Balance SC Pacer 2 0 right 9 road. All right, what are some of the guesses? Matt Beyer thinks 7.4 ounces. Calvin thinks, I hope it's 6.7 or less. Alan Sutherland says 6.5. Tomorrow time he says 6.8 or 6.66. Matt Beyer had it really, really close. I'm coming in at 206 grams, which is 7.2 ounces, which makes it heavier than like a Super Blast, for example. So that's kind of super interesting. Yeah. And Eric Close, 7.6. Oh, surprising. Calvin says, not great, not terrible. True. But if it's still trying to be like a track flat, I don't love that weight. But if they're trying to make it like some people can run a marathon in it, like a Rebel Pro, basically, because I think that's what it looks like now. 7.2 isn't bad. I don't know. We'll have to see how it goes. One time he says 7.2 ounces. Wow, that's heavy and sad. Oh my goodness. All right. Wow. Let me just double check that. Yeah, 7.2. 0. Let's go to grams. 206. That's where it comes in. Oh boy. And just to double verify, or just to double let you guys know, I didn't get like an email from anybody saying that these were coming, which is usually where I would look for all this information. But these are readily viewable things, and I'm not running in these shoes, so I'm not giving any commentary. Sometimes people do those kinds of weird embargoes where it's like, you can post pictures of it, just don't review it yet. I don't know what kind of embargo that is. All right. This is a shoe that has been intriguing me because I don't know what it's for. But this is the Balos. What are we thinking about that? A Fresh Foam X shoe. It looks like it says Balos on the back. I don't think I've ever seen a New Balance shoe that has the name of the shoe on the back of it like this. Everyone's going to think my last name is Balos when they see me running. But it looks like a mega 1080. And what does this mean for the New Balance Fresh Foam More version 4 or 5? I don't know. But you guys were telling me that it's going to be more of like a Invincible competitor. I'm getting that vibe from it for sure. It's kind of like an evolved 1080. That's kind of, yeah. Mark Peterson says, I heard it's maybe supposed to replace the More, and the More is going to change. But this isn't like the More, though, is it? I don't know. Interesting. And Frank says, Balos sounds like the Game of Thrones character. And J.H. Lee says, it looks like the New Balance version of Adistar. I agree with that. It looks very much Adistar-like. You know? Yeah, and Eric says, the More version 5 is a giant schmore coming down soon. Okay. All right. Jason Horner says, look at the rocker on that thing, though. There's a lot of curl in the back, and there is a lot of curl in the front. So, yeah. All right. Let's get it on the scale. I'm going to tell you, it feels light. It feels as light as a 1080 to me. All right. We got to get more New Balance. Oh, wait. You can't see what I'm typing yet. Here we go. Sorry. New Balance. Balos. 9 Road. 252 grams, guys. I don't know what that means in ounces. You would think that by this point I would kind of have an idea, but I really don't. This is pretty impressive, though. For how there's a lot of shoe here, and so this is impressive. 8.9 ounces is what I'm getting. Frank thought it might be 1 stone. And Shannon says, it looks like it's a pretty aggressive toe spring. Yeah, I think they're trying to help you wrangle it all, you know? Okay. There we go. 8.9. Pretty light, considering how much shoe that's here. Yeah, Alan Sunderland says, that's not bad for a high cushion shoe. So you know what's funny? Every time I do like a shoe, I didn't smell it yet. This upper is a little bit scratchier. It's not as well. It's certainly not as nice as like a fuel cell shoe. This is more of like an upholstery, but they all still kind of smell the same. Kind of smells like I'm getting a curtain feel to it, you know, by looking at it and touching it, like a curtains in a hotel. So I'm gonna say it smells like curtains in a hotel, but probably smells better than curtains in an actual hotel. But what's going on with this insole? So this is interesting. This reshaping foam since 2014, cushioning since 2014. So in 2024, we got the new Fresh Foam X. What was this? 2023 also Fresh Foam X, and 2020 was I don't know what these. What do we think these icons mean? It also makes it kind of look like in 2024 we're getting what we had back in 2014 again. You know, I don't know. And also, you know, the reason why I also might think it smells like curtains in a hotel is because I just got back from spending a bunch of days in a hotel. You know, so. Eric Fairmont says it smells like the Greek island of Balos. Oh my goodness. I don't know why that's so funny, but it's just so funny. Yeah. Martha wants me to squeeze the midsole. It squeezes like new Fresh Foam X. It feels a lot like the 1080 in here, but it's like a jumbo 1080, you know? All right. All right. It's a lot of shoes we got in here, guys. So many shoes. What do we do next? I think we should do this one. This is actually a package that I bought myself, which I don't do that much anymore. But so my daughter has been very busy this summer, and she's been doing a running camp where they run a couple times a week. And so like last summer, I just had her run, 20 minutes at a time, a couple of days a week. This time it's a little bit more organized at the junior high school level for kids to just get together. I think they do like a track day on one day a week, and then they do some easy trail running, like soft surface running another day. And then they have another kind of like run walk day where it's like run fast. And so they have different workouts that they're doing. Not too crazy, but point of the story is that she took some of my favorite, like, what do they call them? Blades. She took my favorite blenders, my only blenders, I think, but she took them and she won't give them back. So I had to get some more sunglasses for myself. So some 2 new sunglasses that I thought I'd try out. These. Oh, so here's these little clear lens, clear frames, smoky lens. It's hard to film sunglasses. I like these. I actually don't like them as much as the one my daughter just took away from me, but I think they'll do. These will work. I like these. I might have to see if she likes these more. Maybe I can convince her to take these because I really like those other ones. She likes them too. And then, I got a second. Yeah, Mark says offer her a trade. I know. I don't know if she'll take the trade though. And these are more of a smoky tortoise shell, I think is a better way to put it. Is it? No. I don't know how to describe this, but it's like a darker mottled kind of plastic. Parts of it are clear. I think it's purple, actually. It might be purple. And then I thought this was going to be a little bit more reflective of a lens, but it's not. Actually, they're pretty reflective, and I don't know if I like this. They're very boxy. I think maybe when I'm wearing a hat, it'll look a little bit better. But I don't know. I'm kind of excited about these. I don't love these. I think the frames look great. I just don't love the way they look on my faces, to be more specific. But I don't know. We'll see if my daughter likes any of these. I think I just need to get her my sunglasses back from her. Those were okay. From Blenders. Frank says I like those second ones more than the other ones. Okay. I'll give you these cool shades in every raspberry flavor nutrition item I have for those sunglasses. Yeah. And Matt says, I'm a huge fan of Blenders. I got many pairs. I like them a lot too, especially the ones that I don't think that they make anymore that my daughter has taken from me. I just need that one back. But, I think wearing glasses inside, I think is not a great way to see how sunglasses look. So we'll see how they look once I'm outside. All right. Someone asked a question about a hat. So I think this is the hat that you guys are looking for. We'll get to the next one. There's a lot of tape on this box. Very hard to open. Got a Fractal sticker in here. Oh, and a message. I always like it when there's a note. This is under embargo. Just kidding. It says, hey, Mike, thanks for helping make this raccoon hat possible. From Scott at Fractal. Okay. It's what you think it is, guys. On the back, it says, break ankles, not hearts. And look at that. It's even got a signature on there. Look at that. All right, what are we thinking? Here we go. I think this is working for me. I feel like this is really working for me. Can I do the rest of the live stream with this on? I think so. I think this will work. The only thing is, it's like, I have to, I usually tie my hair back up in a little bun, because then otherwise, like, my hair being on my neck and the Legionnaire part being on my neck gets really hot. But I think I could definitely make this work. You know, I wore a Legionnaire hat while I was I actually wore one today earlier. You'll see later in my next reel that comes up. But yeah, I got some funny looks on the trail today, and I think it's because I was wearing a Legionnaire hat. But I feel like it's an acclamation thing. People hadn't seen it before, and now they've seen it, and they're gonna be like, "All right, that guy, that's his thing. That's what he wears." You know, and I think they'll be like, "Yeah, that looks very functional." And Akapen Senpai says that's a very clever logo, integrating the Believe in the Run logo into the raccoon's face. I think it's great. I love the way that they did it. You know. And Calvin says Legionnaire is better than a bucket hat. It might be like the new bucket hat, because it feels like I just kicked the camera. It feels like very quickly people got very angry about bucket hats. I guess again, you know, Walmsley wore it to win Western States, and everyone was all about the bucket hat. And then everyone got a bucket hat, and then everyone was mad about the bucket hat, and now everyone's all moving on to Legionnaires. Hopefully it doesn't go the same trajectory, because I still have bucket hats that I like, and I have many Legionnaires that I like. So, you know. Shannon says, speaking of bucket hats, Walmsley has turned to cowboy hats, and I must say it suits him nicely. Yeah, I hope it doesn't go like where everyone starts wearing cowboy hats during ultras, but if that happens, I guess I could see it. You know. Oliver Michael thinks I look like a beekeeper. I could see it. I could see it. And Daniel Burton says, put the glasses on. Okay. This is a lot of things. Now it looks like I got a metal detector and I'm on the beach. It makes that weird sound, you know, like that crackly sound. I feel like that's what I'm doing. And Mark Bearden says, who cares what's in? Just wear what works. I mean, they both work. They definitely work. Yeah, I feel like, especially if you could work out a bucket hat, can the bucket hat, as long as the bucket hat could fit a lot of ice in it, you know, so you could do the ice under the hat thing. There we go. All right. What should we get to? We got so many other things in here still. Wait, what is this? What is this? I don't know what those are. All right, let's do. Okay. Let's do a couple more. Do we have time for a couple more? What time is it? Oh yeah, we got time for a couple more. Oh, Eric says, did you get the one with the ponytail hole in the back? I did not. Do you think that'd be better or worse? Because then I would just stick a little bun through it. I don't know if that would. I think it's fine to just have I'll just make a little low bun down here, and that usually works out fine. You know. Okay. I think for the rest of these, I gotta take this hat off. I love the hat. I'll be wearing it more, but I just think some of this might be competing product. So I just don't. That's the main reason. Okay. We'll do two more. We'll do this one and then the other one that's over there. Okay. This one, if you guys can recognize what this is from the package, I don't think you can. It doesn't say on here, can you? That'd be pretty impressive. I don't know that this is one. this brand uses the same packaging every time. We'll see. In the meantime, Oliver says, any thoughts on the new Chicago qualifying standards? I heard they got tightened up a little bit. I thought that for guaranteed bib entry, I did think that they were a little bit on the soft side relative to the other marathon majors. So to me, it makes sense. Athletic Katie on Threads had been putting together some interesting thoughts on it too. I don't know if you follow her on Threads or not, but I'm pretty sure this is not under embargo. I don't think this brand even does embargoes. So I'm going to go with it. Wait a minute. Let me do a quick Google search for it from Topo. It's on Running Shoe Geeks, but that's I see a YouTube preview from Running Event. That doesn't mean it's not under embargo. Road Trail Run did something on it. All right, if Road Trail Run, they're usually really good about embargoes too. Here's one from last year's version. Let me see if the Topo brand has them yet. They're not on the website. That's the thing. Only the first one is on the website. So what are we thinking? Shan says, let us see the shoe and we'll let you know. What do you guys think about the Spectre 2? Is that one under embargo? Does anyone know? Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, going back to the Chicago standards. It's still, now it's, I think it's as tight as Boston qualifying standards now for at least my age group. Actually might be a little bit tougher. It might be like kind of like one age group up for everyone is how it works for the new Chicago qualifying standards or thereabout. And I think it's fine to tighten them up. Berlin has the tightest of the time qualifying standards. London only has time qualifying standards. If you are, and qualifying is the wrong word, auto entry standards. London only does it if you're UK resident. I don't think Tokyo has it available at all. So I think it's fine. I don't have a problem with it because those races also all have lotteries. Not that the lotteries are always great either, but that's what I don't actually mind too much. You know, it makes it a little bit harder to get in, but the Chicago lottery is the easiest, you know. All right. What did Herm say? Did Herm say something about is this shoe under? He said, I posted a pic the other day on my story of the Spectre 2. Okay. All right. This is the Spectre 2. Here we go. Here's the box. Ooh, a P-Bax. Spectre 2. You guys know I liked the Cyclone 2 quite a bit last year. This is looks like a big sibling of it. Ooh, really lightweight. Here it is, guys. Like just a giant Cyclone 2. A bigger Cyclone 2. Even the outsole is very similar. But that worked for me a lot with the Cyclone 2. But it was a little bit, the Cyclone 2 was a little bit low of a shoe for me to consider for a lot of marathon training. Will the Spectre 2 change that? I don't know. Ooh, and Calvin says it is unplated also. All right, I got to get the right shoe out here so I can weigh it. All right. Matt Legrand says it's spreadsheet time. It's going to be mega spreadsheet time at the end because we've done a bunch of shoes already today, Matt. Mike Ziegler says, I'm so excited about this shoe. Yeah, you know, what's interesting is I've been getting a lot of people asking me about like shoes that are unplated Because like they'll be like, yeah, I've been getting injured or hurt because I've been running too much in carbon. So can you tell me about some shoes that are not plated? Or I'm like, I'm worried about increasing mileage and getting hurt by running too much in carbon. So I'm looking for some unplated options. Can you give me some? And I'm like, there's a whole preface to that question that I'm just going to overlook. I don't know that being in carbon. I've always told you guys, carbon isn't asbestos. It's not radioactive. You know, it being in a shoe isn't as dispositive of whether something is quote unquote bad for you or not. But I'll give you some options for unplated shoes if that's what you want. You know, that's kind of how I've been approaching it. All right. Sega Dreamcast says, I spotted someone in grandma's racing in the Cyclone too. Oh, that's interesting. Topo not really known for getting shoes out like that for people. It's clearly not out yet. I don't know what the date is yet. I really hope I'm not breaking an embargo here. But I don't think Topo really does embargoes. Spectre 2, size 9 for the roads. All right, here's where it came in at, guys. We're going to do grams first. In between the Balos and the Pacer, 232. And 8.2 ounces. That's pretty good. There's a lot of shoe here. It does have a nice foot-shaped toe box. I don't know if they're allowed to call them that, or what do they call them? I forget. But it looks like a lot of space in here. I'm not a huge fan of this color, I gotta tell you. But I do like the way they do their heel cups at Topo. A lot of room, but it still always fits snug, and it's not crazy padded. So I feel like this is going to be a really comfortable shoe. I feel like there'll be an interesting comparison between. I don't know if this is a marathon racer or not. I don't know if they have a plated option coming through, but we'll see what it's like. But I feel like it's going to be really interesting to compare this to the Ultra Vanish Carbon 2. Two rather different approaches, but two very comfortable speedy shoes. You know, Daniel Burton says, is it a racing shoe? I think for some people it will be. I'd like to think that it's going to at least be a very interesting PIBA trainer, right? So your tempo shoe, speed day shoe. But will it be a racer? I don't know. I was having a conversation with some people over the weekend where I'm like, I don't know. At some point, will we get post carbon? Will like the foams become interesting enough that you could do a mixture of foams or something to keep weight light and not have carbon in it and still make it feel race ready? I'm not sure. But I don't know. Yeah, all right. Smell test. Oh, this one has some strong smell. Strong plastic smell. I feel like I'm smelling like a tire. You ever go down the automotive aisle at like Walmart or like a big box store? This smells like that. Like I walked into an AutoZone. Maybe some sort of like degreaser or something like on that. That's a strong smell. Yeah, really strong. But it's very breathable. I will say that. Just don't breathe in too much. All right. I have a lot more, but the last one we'll do today. Let's do this one. This one feels pretty dense. I haven't had an update from SaySky in a while. So let's see. What's in here? Like a box like this, it could be a shirt, but it's heavy, so it could be many things. I don't know. Ooh. Straight out of Copenhagen, I got some socks. Mark Peterson hopes it's another full matching outfit. I don't know. You know, I saw the other day someone was trying to do an explainer on all the brands, and they were like, SaySky, known for their colorful floral prints. And I was like, maybe now, but they weren't always. Remember when everything was like very like military? But yeah, here are these socks. I'm just trying to see what they look like. They're called, speaking of military inspired, these are called the Earl's SaySky combat socks. Combat socks. For running battles. Just trying to see what this logo is on the back. I feel like anything that looks like an E, and this kind of looks like an E. I think it's for the, what is it? The Earls? I don't know if that's a run club or something. But these socks do look comfy. Like this little stretchy bit on the bottom looks really nice. And SaySky socks that I've gotten before. Very tall, but also very comfy in a snug way. Yeah, I forgot. I lost my train of thought. I don't know what I was talking about. I think this is an Earl's collection here. Okay. Strap the socks. Whoa. Look at this. This is very green. And it's a thicker kind of like stretchy tech material on most of the shirt. But then it's got these white side stripes that are a nice thin mesh. I think it's going to be a little while before I'm running in long sleeves again. But, oh, and look, this is like a very thick, it's like a rubbery, reflective, or maybe it's glow in the dark. This might be I think this is glow in the dark, this logo on the back here. I don't think these other letters are. They're just regular letters on like a jersey kind of thing. But this thing on the back is definitely going to be glow in the dark. Oh, Mark says, I was talking about the letter E. Anytime there's a letter E that looks kind of like that on socks, it reminds me of like Nike Elite socks. And I feel like that's hard. It's like Nike stole a letter from us. But yeah. And then there's a nice patch on the bottom too. I like this. I like patches. Remember like the old champion jerseys used to have that patch in the front? We need to bring that style back. Do they still have those on basketball jerseys? It might have never gone away. But I feel like we should bring it onto other things. Speaking of basketball jerseys, again, I think this is this little, like this, it's very tacky. It's almost like tacky as in like grippy, but it feels like it's glow in the dark. I think it's glow in the dark. And then it's got the same side patches of mesh and then a patch on the front. So very old school type of basketball jersey that says Run Club on the back. I like where this is going. And then one last thing in here. These might be the longest half tights that I've ever seen. These are called the Earl's SaySky Combat Short Tights 9-inch. 9 inches. I think, look at this. I like this logo. Earl's and SaySky. And it, you can hear it. Hear that squeaky? Yeah, glow in the dark. And then this stuff I think is probably glow in the dark too on the sides. But we've got side pockets and then a back pocket. So you can fit your 6 gels in there. I think you could probably fit a phone in that. I have a small phone though. Yeah, I can fit my phone in this. In the back pocket. But there's also side pockets on this. So you just put it in the side pocket. And then the SaySky thing. It's squeaky. Like the other ones. It's not squeaking right now. But yeah. And then it doesn't really have grippies on the bottom. But it's a thinner material. So like very stretchy. I don't think it's going to be too hot. There we go. 9-inch combat shorts. Now, the first Janji half tights that they made were 9 inches. They've since made them 8 inches, but they started it at 9 inches, you know. Yeah, Calvin says, I'm held hostage by my small phone as a runner if I'm upgrading. Guys, yeah, same. So I have an iPhone 13 mini and I don't want to go bigger than this, but I had a heck of a time trying to get my cameras into the stadium this time. I didn't have media credentials for this track meet. And so like they wouldn't let anyone bring in anything that wasn't that was an interchangeable lens camera. And a lot of times people at doing security at stadiums don't really know what to look for. And so I would leave and then take my zoom lens off and then put a smaller lens on. And I'd be like, look, it's just a little camera. And they let me through most of the nights, but the last night they wouldn't let me. And it was a super bummer. So I was super annoyed about that. So I think I'm going to have to upgrade to get like an iPhone or the Samsung phone that has like the 10x zoom or the much bigger zoom. I don't want to do that, but I feel like I'm going to need to just in case. So I don't know. You know. Travis says, I purchased a 13 Pro Max before I was a regular runner, and now it's a problem. Exactly, yeah. Sega Dreamcast says, flip belts are plenty good, fits my phone well. I know, but it's just like, this phone, I mean, here's the thing. For the most part, I don't even bring this phone with me on most of my runs because I usually bring an Apple Watch instead. So I'm already held, to the extent that I'm held captive by any big phone, I have the Apple Watch as a solution. But I just don't like the idea of like, I'm going to run with my phone today, so I need to bring its carrying bag, you know? So I just have a hard time with it. I just don't want to carry that much. I already carry so much. That's the thing. I don't know. I'm torn, but I think I'm probably going to buy an iPhone 15 Max Pro this weekend, you know? Yeah. Yeah, and Calvin says, if you can only bring a phone and get the Samsung Ultra, I feel like the 20, I've been looking at it a lot. Yeah, you're right. We'll figure it out. And Calvin says, we're going to go back to armbands for phones, aren't we? We may. Oh my goodness. Remember those times? Yeah. All right. Okay. Last thing we're going to do today. We did 4 shoes today. So let's get these manually sorted to get everyone really enraged here. So 9.6 ounces. Oh, there's a spot right here. Interesting. In between the Nitro 3 and the Speed Goat 6. I ran in the Speed Goat 6 today. It wasn't as good as I remember the Speed Goat being. I think I have to go take a look at my Speed Goat 5s again and see if there's been some changes. Because I just remember the Speed Goat being a little bit more exciting than the Speed Goat 6 was. But then again, after a while, I was just like, I just felt really good in the shoes. And I was getting into a nice rhythm. And I was like, I can run all day. I gotta go pick up my kids from summer camp, but I could have run all day. So I don't know. I have to run that one a little bit more before I put some thoughts together. All right. SC Pacer 2, 7.2 ounces. Ooh, that is the second lightest shoe we've got on the spreadsheet because a lot of the race shoes that came out this year aren't on it. But it's only a 1/10 of an ounce heavier than the SI Pulsar 3, which felt further away, and especially for a trail shoe. But there we go. I really wish we would have started this spreadsheet earlier, guys. You know. You guys are getting so, I knew this would freak you guys out. So for the 361, where is that shoe? The spreadsheet thinks it's a number, so it's right justifying it rather than left, like all the other text. So Adam says left justify 361 or start it with an apostrophe. And Calvin says you should put degrees after 361, so it's a text, not a number, and just left. And Martha says, I've never figured out how to type the degree symbol. Advice on phones, if you just hold down your 0, it'll do it. Will it do it on my Mac? No, it's not giving it to me on the Mac. But let's see. All right, degrees. There we go. I love that. That freaks you guys out. I love it. All right. New Balance Balos. How we decided how we're going to say that? Balos. Ooh, right here. Right above Aeroglide 2 and below the Mount to Coast R1. I don't think I still run in the Mount to Coast R1 yet, but came in at 8.9 ounces. There we go. Okay. Yeah, Hillary says this is what normal people do. Type the degree and symbol into Google and then copy paste. Yeah. Matt Buyer says the shortcut for degrees is Control 0176. Oh, that makes sense. Let's try it. All right. Control 0176. Does that work for Macs? No, it does not work for Macs. It seems to be maybe a Windows only thing. It's not working for me. Oh, Jeffrey says Alt 0176. There's no Alt. There's Option. Oh, wait. There we go. Alt 0 just did it. Just Alt 0. Macs make it so much easier for me. Here's a question. When I hit Enter or Return, is it going to keep it on the left or move it to the right? Oh, it kept it to the left. Perfect. 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 So we got it. We got it, guys. Yeah. All right. Bang Bang also did it for me. So it's like 361 degrees. So there we go. All right. Last one. And then we're going to call it a day. I got to go pick my other dollar from her summer camp soon. Topo Spectre 2, 8.2 ounces. Comes in right above the Magic Speed 4. Okay. Okay. There we go. Guys, I put in a lot of miles in the Magic Speed 4 while I was in Eugene. And maybe it was because I was on all those wood chips and it was super nice, but I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it more for easy runs than I had during my initial testing. Maybe it was the crisp Eugene air. I'm not sure. But I went to, I ended up going on a, what I thought would be an easy run with some ASICS people. And their definition of easy run was not my definition of easy run. And I was doing a hard tempo. I was struggling. I did have to go to the bathroom, but I was very happy for a bathroom stop halfway through to give myself a little bit of a breather and to lighten my load a little bit. And then we were working hard. Yeah, we were working hard for me anyway. But it was good. It was good. With Clayton, not that ASICS person, but yeah. I think he got in the same day I left. So he's in my hotel room now. So I don't know. So there we go. Is that all of them? Then all of them. Topo Spectre 2. Yeah, 8.2 ounces. I'm really interested to see what that's like. So, all right. Okay, Jeffrey Alice has one last question. All right. If I'm running a 21K, a 140 race, what is the best shoe? Metaspeed Sky Tokyo or Paris or Deviate Nitro 2 or Nova Blast 3? So if you're looking at, okay. I think, Jeffrey, is this two questions? Like, what's the best racing shoe? And then what's the best, like, daily trainer shoe? I'm not sure. Because, like, those are, like, 3 different kinds of shoes you listed there. But I think at 140 pace, the Speed Sky Tokyo or Paris are going to be a lot of fun. I think that the Tokyo version, which was version 1, is the most aggressive of the Metaspeed Skies. And so like that one for a shorter race might be preferable. But if you're also going to run marathons in it, I would get the Paris or the Plus, you know? So that's how I would do it for race shoes. Yeah. And then the Deviate or the Nitro, I would say that the Deviate Nitro or the Nova Blast, I think that you're going to want something a little bit more aggressive for your racing than those. So I wouldn't pick those as racing options. But yeah. And Mustache Runner wants to know when we're going to run Bussy again. I'm going to have to, I have a lot of travel coming up this summer. Let me take a look at my calendar and I'll let you guys know again. I'll let you guys know on Monday. It won't be this weekend. This weekend, I don't know if we're leaving town or not. I have to ask my wife. If we're not leaving town, maybe we can do it this weekend. But I'll put something out on Instagram and on the Kofuzi Run Club group. Someone told me that the logo for the Kofuzi Run Club, it was Will. Someone told me that the logo for the Kofuzi Run Club group doesn't show up in dark mode on Strava now, so I got to fix that. So I got some stuff. But Mustache Runner says, I'll be ready. Thanks. Okay. We'll do it again soon. I'll bring donuts. Or maybe I'll bring Gatorades because it's hot. I'll bring something. That'll be good. All right. Cool. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in today. We'll do another. I still have more packages, so we'll do that. And I do have some new drinks to try. So I'll have a little bit of a mukbang on Monday as well. And that'll be the next live stream, same time as today, 1 p.m. Central Time. Hopefully I see you then. Enjoy your long runs this weekend. And if you're racing, good luck. Let me hear all about it on Monday when I see you guys next. All right. Thanks. Bye.